me what to do. We're supposed to trust the test. Didn't work on you.
What most of you don't know, or just beginning to realize, is that a much greater and more immediate threat to your privacy is coming from thousands of companies you've never heard of in the name of commerce. They're called data brokers, and they're collecting, analyzing, and packaging some of our most sensitive personal information and selling it as a commodity to each other, to advertisers, even to the government, often without our direct knowledge.
Our lives today, whether we like it or not, are driven by data. In retail, of course, on our phones and tablets, often at work, and at school, too. Yeah, no, not us. Our kids at school. Nearly everything a student does today is or can be tracked, and parents often have no idea. So today, as part of our project on education and technology, we call it Learning Curve, we're going to start a periodic look at the role that data plays in education, with the most monitored and measured generation in history, our kids. Marketplace's Adrian Hill gets us going with a day in the life of the quantified student.
It's 7:30 a.m. The school bus pulls up. Your child swipes his ID card and gets on. Kalia Barnes heads the Student Privacy Project for the Electronic Privacy Information Center.
The data collection begins even before he really even steps into the school on campus grounds.
She says the ID card, which contains a radio frequency ID chip, lets the school and you, mom and dad, know your kid's on the bus. Barnes says in some schools, the tracking doesn't stop there.
We can also be tracked about our direct location, exact location within school.
She says school administrators could know if he leaves the building or if he visits the school counselor. And that's just one small part of your kid's growing data file. A teacher calls the roll.
Asa? Here. Gardner?
Here.
Owen?
Attendance records will be collected, along with your child's test scores, disciplinary records, and grades, among other things, and likely sent to a giant state database. In the last decade, the federal government has handed out over $600 million to help states set up these databases. Stephen Balcom is the head of the Family Online Safety Institute.
With the idea that if we could keep track of our kids from kindergarten through to 12th grade, we'd have a much better understanding, a much greater handle on what's working, what's not working, what needs to be added to the curriculum.
And the government, he says, isn't the only one trying to figure out what's working by investing in and gobbling up data about your kid.
We literally know everything about what you know and how you learn best. Everything.
That's Jose Ferreira, the CEO of Newton, an education technology company, and one of the biggest players in the $8 billion ed tech market. He's speaking here in a video posted by the Department of Education. Newton analyzes student data it collects by keeping track of every click and keystroke your child makes during digital lessons.
We have 5 orders of magnitude more data about you than Google has. We literally have more data about our students than any company has about anybody else, about anything, and it's not even close.
5 orders of magnitude more data than Google.
Parents, administrators, teachers often don't know what data is collected. Ask your teacher, ask your school, ask your legislator to make data transparent. Don't let companies get rich off of your child's data and personal privacy.